roughly?
that we got a problem with medication, and before medication is number three on top of the list for people to unfortunately die. So lifestyle is looks like it needs to be improved. So we can people need to adopt more exercise and better ways of eating. Because if we end up on these medications, we're shortening off our lifespans, and that's what we don't want to do.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, that's. I'm glad you picked up that. Well, actually, it's actually a 2-hour video, to be honest with you.
Really?
And
Okay, you can
it's
send
actually
it to me.
it's very, very revealing. And that gentleman there is actually a medical doctor, and he's
Okay.
actually an expert medical doctor, cardiologist, specialized in the heart. And he's actually he's actually was, they actually, because he commented on certain things, they banned him, and
Yeah.
that's how tight it is. And the main thing he's talking about is the the drug industry is not necessarily linked by is not actually influenced by the doctors but it's more political and more fine. So what we need to do is basically we need to start. This is one of the reasons why we need to start looking at food in a big way. One of the things that we need to do is we need to look at our kitchen as a pharmacist and our food as medicine. That's what we need to do. We look at the kitchen as pharmacists and our food as medicine. Yeah, that's the key thing. I'm going to just put. Femi, did you want to say something? I see you going to the camera. Did you want to say something?
No, I'm good.
Yeah, Femi, can't hear you.
I'm okay.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, I'm just.
Okay,
I'm
good.
okay.
Okay, good, good. Okay, so I'm now going to share some more things for you. Yeah. So obviously we talked about the science of cooking, of food, and the art of cooking. That's what we're talking about, the science of cooking and the art. Now, just generally going through this slide by slide quickly, what you see. Are you seeing two screens or one screen, by the way?
Two.
Okay, yeah. I was wondering why I'm seeing two screens here. Okay, let me just share screen again. 1 second. Just go to the second screen. So let's go for that. So hopefully you'll see one screen. Yeah. Now, one of the things I want to do is obviously I want to help everybody increase your health span during your life. And what every day should be a happy day because every day is a gift. It's a gift of life. And you have a gift of life to fulfill a purpose in life. And if you're ill, you're not in the position to fulfill most of the things you want to fulfill in life, which is the purpose why you've been brought up to life. So we need to increase our health span during our life. We had a slight scare this week with my dad. He went into hospital, not into hospital, he was feeling pain on one side. And obviously you automatically think, is that a stroke? Is that a heart attack? Is there something wrong? And it was just a strain, really. It was a vein, probably trapped vein or trapped nerve, you know. And so, but at the end, we remedied it by just putting one of those travel cushions on your neck, and then he was happy. Once he could move and not be in pain, he was happy. And I've been calling since that day, and he's been getting better and better. So that's one of the things that we need to understand. Our health span, my dad is 90, yeah. Our health span should it be in line with our lives. Unfortunately, there's some people that are the same age as my dad, and fortunately, they've been on medication from the time they were, say, 40 or 50. That means they've had 40 years or 50 years of medication. Yeah, that's not really the best lifestyle to live. And that's one of the reasons why that doctor was talking. Just moving on. Hippocrates. Yeah, we remember this, the father of medicine. All disease begins in the gut. That also means that all health starts in the gut too. So we just know, so we're in the right place. We're in the right place. We're talking about food, and food is going. Where's it going? It's going into it. But you know what? I always say to people, food is so powerful. It's so powerful, and we need to understand it to get the power from the food. And when we talk about powerful, we're talking about the good power, because food is powerful as medicine and it's also powerful as poison. Unfortunately, some of the ultra processed foods that people are eating today and some of the foods that are not too good for us are causing illnesses and lifestyle diseases. Some of you will be coming on to one of these workshops tomorrow. We have the food addiction, and if you want some other people to come on some of these workshops, you just need to let us know. We send a registration link out to them. Tomorrow's one, as you can see here, we've got the immune boosters and busters, we've got revamp kitchen, we've got sleep better, stress less. Tomorrow at what I believe is at 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock?
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock. Tomorrow at 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock UK GMT time. So it will be different in America and it will be different in Nigeria or Ghana. So that we'll be doing that one. Then we got the Get Focused adults, we've got Get Focused kids, we've got the African American or African Caribbean in the UK. One we have here. So that's for the food saving workshops. Remember, I talked about the trilogy, the right food, the right technique, and the right equipment. We have everything. We have all that in our office. As you see on the screen, we have it there. The right food. I can advise you of the right food. We talked a bit about okra, didn't we? We talked a bit about yam, and also we talked about how you get resistant starch to improve your gut health. So we've got the right food, but are we retaining the right food by the time it gets onto our plates and into our bodies? That's what the key thing. We all know that. I like this statement when it says, when we cook, we're not just creating a meal, we're crafting a healthier version of ourselves. So when you eat, are you looking at that food and saying, is this going to be a better version of my healthier version of myself? And later on we'll talk about how can food can affect you in so many ways. You look at gut health, weight management, blood sugar regulations, heart health, bone health, reduced cancer risks, skin health. If you look at all these things, how can you not take food very seriously when you know it can have impact on all these things? The science of food is what we're talking about. The science of food, we know that I believe that if we eat more plants, if we turn to plant-based food, then we're going to be a healthier nation. But not everyone will believe that, and not everyone can do that. But what everyone can do is add more plants to their meal, their plate. And they need to know why they need. And the reasons why are here. You've got your micronutrients, you've got your macronutrients, and you've got your fiber. Fiber is part of them, macronutrients. But, fiber is a big one. Fiber helps us with detoxification of our body. Disease only lives when we have a lot of toxins in our body. Yeah. And so what we want to do is we want to flush those toxins out on a daily basis. And by having fiber, it helps us. And where can you find fiber? You can only find fiber in fruits and vegetables. Yeah? That's where we get our fiber. You've got your micronutrients that have 0 calories. They don't have any calories, but they protect us very well. Obviously, they help repair DNA damage. So those of us who are looking at issues with some damaged cells like cancer cells, they help it. But guess what? If you're not getting if you're not getting those micronutrients, those minerals, those antioxidants, then it's hard for your body to protect you against it. You've got your macronutrients. We know about the carbohydrates for energy, the great source of energy. We know about the proteins for building muscle, how the bodybuilders build muscles, and they obviously, and then we've got the fats, which are a source of energy again, and absorbs and help vitamins being absorbed into the body. So these are the 3 things that we need to focus on and look at our foods and say, how much do we have? Now, the science of Salad Master, we always talk about the science of Salad Master because Salad Master is now, that's the right cooking equipment. And what I mean by cooking equipment, it's actually a nutritional cooking system. Unlike the ones that you see, unlike anything else, it's the right cooking. So let me just show you something quickly. Now, Salad Master, we talk about Salad Master. Now, when you look at Salad Master, what you've got here is the nutritional cooking. A lot of people ask me, so what's the difference between my pot and a nutritional cooking? It's very simple. Your pot was designed to cook, And I hope you can see this meal. Your pot was designed, this is designed to cook, but retain maximum nutritional value in your food. So this was actually designed, first priority was nutrition and then to cook. So that's what it is. So what the difference is very simple. In your cookware, you don't have a nutrition protector. Here we have a nutrition. Go and check your pot at home. You'll find you don't have it. What is a nutrition protector? it protects the nutrition. It gives you a signal when it's time to turn the temperature. So here it is. That's our nutritional protector on your lid. Now, if I said to you, you lose up to 85% of the nutrition in your food, that means you lose up to 85% of the value of your food that can keep you healthy. Now, how much would it be worth for you to keep most of that 85%? You know what? We don't know. It's priceless, isn't it? Yeah, it's priceless. Yeah, because we don't know. But guess what? It's worth a lot. And guess what? This nutritional cooking system can save the nutritional value of food. Also, what you tend to find is we tend to have to cook with water a lot. Now, this nutritional cooking system is designed so that you can cook your vegetables in here without having to put water in. It's got an amazing system whereby you put your vegetables in here, everything in here, and then you cook it. You put it on a medium to low heat, and then what you do is you just leave it there, And when you leave it there, unlike normal pots, it's a nutritional cooking system. It's got a nutrition protector that gives you an alarm to say, now is the time. We've got to the temperature, the maximum temperature we need to get it to, so that we can turn it low. And then what it will do is the air inside will now shrink and create what we know is a semi-vacuum. That semi-vacuum will now cook the food fast and preserve the nutritional value. That's the difference again. Also, sometimes we're forced to use, sometimes some people say, you know what, I'm taking oils, I'm taking fats, and I don't want to take as much oils and fats and trans fats and saturated fats, but I can't help it because I have to fry everything with oil. I have to fry everything with oil. And the good thing about a nutritional cooking system, again, is that it's designed so that you can fry your fish, fry your meat without any, yeah. So that's, again, the reason, the difference between a nutritional cooking system and a pot. So also the material it's made of it's also an oven, and it's also, you can see the handles come off and all kinds of things. Amazing system goes into the oven. It starts this cookware and so on. So just as a summary, the summary is the nutritional cooking system is to protect the integrity in your food. We don't have nutrition in the food to cook. The one last thing I'll say to you is there is a video, which I'll probably play to you later. I'll probably play to you now, actually. There is a video out there. Some of you are using cookware where you're eating the cookware with your. Now, remember I say to you that your food actually goes into your gut, and then it gets broken down and then goes through your bloodstream to get to the different organs, yeah, in different places it's required. Now, if you're having your pot, your material of your pot in your body, then there are other problems that can happen. So that's with the nutritional cooking system. That's why we say the triology. Health is about the triology. The triology is the right food, is the right preparation, and it's the right equipment. And the right equipment to preserve nutrition is not a pot, it's a nutritional cooking system. And the nutritional cooking system, the best one in the world, because as a nutritionist, mine is to protect the nutrition. The best one in the world is salad. That's it. Now, those of you that are interested to know the price, because I'm not here to tell you about price and all that stuff, you need to talk to Caroline. Those of you that want to see how does a nutritional system work, you need to speak to Caroline, yeah, or anyone who invited you on, so that they can show you how. They can even come to your home. Some of you you don't realize that the material that the cookware is made of is leaching out into the food too. Yeah. So I just want to show you a short. Caroline, is there any question before I show them a short video that I want to show them on nutrition? Any questions? Is there any questions before I show them this video? Okay. Since I believe when you hear nobody.
No questions. Okay. No.
Okay, no problem. Let me get started.
No.
Let me just show them this video, and then we'll move on to the next thing. Now, let's see if I play. Can you see my video?
Yes.
You can see it.
PFAS. What does that
stand
for?
PFAS. So per and polyfluoral alkyl substances. It's a huge chemical class of about 15,000 different chemicals. And that includes things like PFOA, PFOS, and PTFE, which are more commonly known as Teflon, nonstick chemicals.
Like this non-stick pan that I have here.
Exactly.
So there's PFAS.
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 Yes, PTFE is the chemical name for Teflon. So Teflon is used to create the nonstick coating, and it is believed that because it is so chemically stable that it wouldn't come off the pan into your food. But that's not true. There's evidence showing that there is transfer from the cookware in normal cooking conditions into food. Not only that, when you heat that pan high enough, it will vaporize and get into the air. And if you inhale it, you run the risk of experiencing what's known as Teflon flu. And it basically has flu-like symptoms when you inhale that stuff. And so that would be considered an acute exposure. So a one-time higher dose exposure. But what we really need information on are the chronic low doses that we're getting just by cooking our daily eggs on there.
Have there been any studies done on the impact of people cooking on these versus people that don't cook with these non-stick sort of Teflon pans?
Well, I can tell you that they've measured the amount of chemicals that are coming off of the pans. And so if you've ever had a non-stick piece of cookware, it scratches very easily. And some of these scratches are microscopic and invisible to the naked eye. Studies have found that a surface scratch can release 9,000 particles from that nonstick coating into your food. And if it's a crack, that number jumps up to 2.3 billion particles that are transferred into your food.
What's that going to do to my health? What are these PFAS doing to my health?
Well, PFAS are linked with several types of cancers. So kidney and testicular cancer, thyroid disorders, which thyroid problems are so common these days, but they're not normal. Then we have increased risk of miscarriage, preterm labor, preterm birth, preeclampsia, which is high blood pressure during pregnancy. Could be deadly. You also have increased obesity that's linked with PFAS chemicals. And PFAS also contribute to an increase in endometriosis and PCOS.
Oh, really?
People who have endometriosis and PCOS, they have found to have higher levels of PFAS in their bodies. And PFAS are found in everybody. No one's exempt. Everyone has PFAS in our bodies. But whether or not they're able to exert toxicity depends on your inner environment, depends on how many other chemicals your body is working to fight off.
Great. So I hope you heard that loud and clear. So let's see. Any questions with that? Caroline, did you hear that?
Yep, loud and clear.
Okay.
Can you
PFAS.
explain more clearly what the PFAS are?
It's just plastic chemicals.
Nice.
Yeah,
Okay.
they make it of just chemical. What you're eating is chemical. Now, you see, one of the things that we do is some of us on the call are very health conscious, and all of us are probably health conscious because we won't be on the call. But the thing about it is that we spend so much time making sure we get the right food, organic, that doesn't have pesticides, that doesn't have all these things. And then you buy all this organic food and all this good food and all this non-GMO food. And then guess what you do? You go cook it in something that will add even worse chemicals to the food. So what is the point? What are we trying to prove here? What we need to understand is if you buy good food, it deserves good treatment. If you buy good food, it deserves good treatment. And what is the good treatment? The good treatment is to preserve the nutritional value of that food, the nutrients in that food. And how you do it is you use the right preparation methods and use the right, that's how you do it. Yeah? If you want ultimate health, if you want a high level of wellness, then you have to go all the way. Halfway is no good. It's almost like a builder buying the best materials, but they don't have the right tools. Is that builder going to do the best job? Is the builder going to do the best job, Caroline?
No.
Way. And also, it's almost like the builder having the best tools, like our nutritional cooking system, but they're cooking rubbish in there. They're cooking fried, like they're cooking oil in it. They're putting this. Will they get the best result? No. The only way the builder gets the best results is the right building materials, the right skills required to do the job. That's the technique. And the right to use the skills. And the same happens with our food. And that's why we talk about the innovative cooking system, which is called the nutritional cooking. But you know what? There are other nutritional cooking systems out there. So don't tell me, you know what, Tony, I heard about other ones. There are. But do you know what? Do you want the best or do you want the second? If you're going halfway, just go the full way. Okay. So remember, like I said, if you're interested, you can talk to Caroline about seeing the presentation at your home or come to this, look at this office. Doesn't it look beautiful? Yeah. I know I don't look beautiful, but doesn't look the office. I think the office makes me look more handsome. Don't you think so?
Oh, don't,
There we go.
please.
There we go.
Let's get him off.
Okay. So let me just move on to the next slide. But anyone with any questions, please put it in the chat. Yeah. We're going to send the recording out anyway.
Yeah.
So I hope you can see one screen instead of two. So moving on. Okay. So just moving on quickly. Now you saw that medical doctor talking about his disappointment. His thing was he was disappointed in the National Health Service. He's a medical doctor. His dad and mums were medical doctors. He blames the medical profession, he blames the NHS for losing his mom. You need to watch that video. It's a 2-hour video. It has so many nuggets in there. You will be surprised. But this is another famous doctor. And guess what? He's a medical doctor, but he promotes nutrition as your first stage in terms of curing anything. So just listen to this.
Hi, this is Neil Barnard in Washington, D.C., and I want to congratulate my friends at the Salad Master Eagle Division for your fantastic work. You know, here at the Physicians Committee for Responsible Medicine, we do research studies, and we have a clinical center where people come in, they want to improve their lives. They want to improve their health overall. In many cases, they're tackling serious issues, a lot of unwanted weight, diabetes, or other problems. And we know that food is essential. When people make the right food choices, it allows them to improve their health often in ways that they hadn't imagined possible. But choosing the right foods, that's only half of it. The other half is how we prepare them. And that's why I want to say a special thank you to all my Salad Master friends. For a long, long period of time, you've allowed people to prepare foods in such a way that they maintain their nutritional quality. You can minimize, and you know what? You've helped so many people in their lives, and you've made my job as a doctor that much easier. Thanks, Salad Master. Hi, this is Neil Barnard in Washington.
Thank you very much. Now, guess what? The great news for you is when you are doing the right thing and you're eating the right food, then guess what? You're going to find that you're going to have abundance of energy. You're going to have great nutrition that's going to help protect you against a lot of these lifestyle diseases. Yeah. You're going to save a lot of energy because a nutritional cooking system not only will prepare the food, it will help with the minimum amount of energy being used to cook.